All right, let's get right into it. Today, we're tackling something that I think is going to hit home for a lot of people. It's this strange, often unspoken link between having a really analytical mind and feeling, well, kind of lonely.
So let me ask you something. Have you ever been in a conversation, maybe with a group of people, and you just get this feeling that you're on a totally different wavelength? It's like everyone else is speaking one language and you're speaking another.
If that just made you nod your head, I want you to know you are so not alone in feeling that way. And the coolest part, this isn't just some random, vague thing. Psychology actually gives us a really clear explanation for why this happens.
So where do we even start? Well, it all begins right up here, in our heads. It comes down to a specific cognitive style, a unique way that some of us are wired to process the world around us. Let's call it the analytical mind.
Okay, this right here is the key to our whole explainer. Analytical processing. Now, this is not about being smarter than anyone else. Not at all. Think of it more like your brain's default setting. For some people, the default is just to take things as they come. But for an analytical mind, the default mode is to constantly deconstruct everything, to search for the hidden patterns, and to always ask why and how.
And this comparison really lays it all out, doesn't it? It's all about depth. You've got your typical surface-level chat over here, which is all about the what. What did you do today? What's new? But the analytical mind, it's over here, constantly digging for the why and the how, trying to understand the deeper structure of, well, everything.
And listen, this is so important. I really want this to land. This isn't about one way being better or superior. It's just different. It's like running a different operating system. You're simply wired in a way that prioritizes depth.
Okay, so we've got the internal wiring down, but how does that actually play out in your social life? Well, that's where we get to the real-world consequences, especially when it comes to prioritizing deep talk over small talk.
And here it is, the science drop. This is the core finding from the source material we're looking at. Research shows a really clear connection between this kind of deep, analytical thinking and preferring to have fewer but much deeper relationships. That constant need for light, breezy small talk, it's just not there in the same way.
And this little chart just nails the whole idea, right? You can see it plain as day. For a mind that's built for depth, the goal isn't to rack up a high score on the quantity of your interactions. No way. It's all about the quality of the connection. Seriously, one deep, meaningful conversation can feel way more satisfying than a whole night of just skimming the surface. So what ends up happening is this preference, it kind of acts like a subconscious filter. When your brain is built to find patterns and meaning, conversations that just stay in the shallow end of the pool can feel genuinely unfulfilling, even draining. It's not that the conversation itself is bad, it just doesn't have the, cognitive nutrition that you're craving.
Now, I get it. If this is all resonating with you, it might feel a little bit heavy, but stick with me because this last part is all about flipping the script. It's about finding a totally new and honestly more empowering way to see this whole thing. The source material doesn't pull any punches. It actually calls this feeling one of the heavy struggles of a powerful mind. So if you have ever felt that sting of isolation, I just want you to know it's a real, recognized experience. You're not just making it up.
So how do we start to reframe this? It's actually a pretty simple but powerful three-step process. First, and this is the big one, you accept that this isn't some kind of social flaw. Then, you see it for exactly what it is, a cognitive preference for depth. And finally, you realize it's just your brain's natural way of searching for real meaning. And this is the big takeaway. The thing that so often feels like a burden, what feels like isolation, you can look at it in a totally different way. It's not a bug, it's a feature. It's actually a powerful, built-in filter that helps guide you away from the superficial stuff and points you towards real, genuine connection. So I'll leave you with this final thought to chew on. Is this solitary feeling really the heavy burden of intelligence that we think it is, or could it be something else entirely? Could it be your own internal compass, quietly and persistently guiding you toward the people and the conversations that truly, deeply matter?